Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm doing a collab with a bunch of women from Real Wives of YouTube. Mommy and Me Journey started this collab, so I will put her information in the description box below. This tag is a tag for parents, and it is 20 questions. So let's get started. This is a part 1 and part 2. How many children do you have and how old are they? I have 4 children, 2 boys and 2 girls. The oldest one would have been 35. The second is 34. The third is 30, and the last one, is 33. No, the third is 32, and the last is 29. What are your proudest and most frustrating moments as a parent? My proudest moments would have been my kids doing well in school and accomplishing their goals that they were trying to reach. And my most frustrating was when they didn't listen and you had to keep telling them over and over again to do something. That was really frustrating. How do you discipline your children? When my children were growing up, especially the oldest 3, I believe in spankings. I even spanked the last one, but I didn't have to spank her that much. I just had to raise my voice at her, and she was good. But I believed in spankings, and for the most part, it worked. And if that did not work, I took things away from them. With this last one, my granddaughter that I raised, spankings didn't work for her, but she eventually, we used to take all her stuff away from her, TV, her cell phone, things like that. We took things away from her, and she learned pretty quickly after that, but she did get spankings as well. Do you co-sleep? I did co-sleep. I co-sleep for the first, I want to say it was the first 2-3 months. I co-slept with my kids, and after that, it was a wrap. They went to their own beds. Once I got them on a sleeping routine, they went to their own beds. What is your one must-have piece of a baby equipment? Back then, it was, I want to say strollers and swings. That way you can get things done around the house, put them in the swing and let them swing, and then taking them out in public, you have that stroller because kids get heavy, so yeah. Name one thing you bought before you had your baby and you never ended up using. Clothes. I used some of their clothes, but I bought my kids tons of clothes, and we ended up giving away a lot of clothes because it was just too much for them to use. So I would have to say my biggest buy would be clothes. Have you always wanted kids? How many more do you plan on having? Yes, I always wanted kids. I didn't really want them as early as I had them. I had my first baby the day I turned 17. I didn't necessarily want them that early, but I did always want kids, and I've always wanted 4 kids, and I had 4 kids. No, I will not have any more. I'm done. I'm over it. Do you think your relationship with your spouse has changed since you had your children, for better or for worse? No, it didn't change because I had all my children before me and my husband met. He didn't meet until after, I want to say my youngest was probably about 10 when I met him. So it didn't change one way or another. It was always for better and better and better. He was real good with the kids too, and they loved him. They love him to death. Date night. How many nights or days per month? Date nights. I would say it's easy with me because I can do date nights anytime because my children are older and they can take care of themselves. As a matter of fact, right now we're empty nesters, but it used to be when my daughter was younger, we'd do it like every other week or something like that. How's your relationship with your friends since having kids? I really didn't have a lot of friends. I'm that type of person that I don't deal with a lot of BS. So if you were bringing a lot of negativity and a lot of drama into my life, I didn't deal with you. So I didn't really have a lot of friends, and the friends that I did have, my relationship was just the same with or without kids. How many cars does your family have? We have 2 cars. Dream vacation with your kiddos and without your kiddos. Our dream vacation with our kids would be Disney World. And they like to go to the beach, so we always go to Gulf Shores, and they really enjoy that. Without the kiddos, Vegas, the Bahamas, the Cayman Islands, different things like that, cruises, different stuff like that. Where do you shop for your kids? I don't anymore, but when I did, Forever 21 and H&M and different little boutiques and stuff like that, and some online shopping. Favorite mommy makeup and skin care product? I really don't have one because I can take my time to put my makeup on, so I would have to say some good face wash and moisturizer for those days that I just don't want to put makeup on, and I just wash my face, moisturize it, put a little chapstick on, and I'm good to go, ready to head out the door. Since becoming parents, do you notice you act more like your mother? Definitely, and I'm told that all the time. I see a lot of me and my mother, or a lot of my mother in me, as far as the things I do and the things I say and the things I get frustrated and irritated with. Mainly it's like fussing about the little things like dishes in the sink and clean your bedroom, make your bed before you go to school. You know, that should be the first thing you do when you get up, make your bed. It's one of my pet peeves. Or toothpaste being squeezed from the middle, or, you know, just leaving a mess. So yeah, I see a lot of me, my mother. I see a lot of my mother in me. Piercing a baby's ears, do's or don'ts? That depends on the parent, and it has to be agreed between both parents, but that depends on the parents. I did pierce my girls' ears, and I would do it again. And as a matter of fact, my son's ears were pierced. Well, one of their ears was pierced, but I don't see a problem with it. If that's your preference, that's your preference. But it must be agreed on between you and your spouse, you know, whether they should get pierced or not. Bath or shower for your children? Both. When I was trying to get them to sleep and I was trying to take a shower and I could not get them to not be pulling on me or, you know, whining, I would get in the shower with them and make sure I, you know, gave them a bath, get out, you know, put them in their little, I used to have their little seat sit next to the tub, so I'd give them a bath, put them in the seat, and then I finish my shower and I get out and dry us both off. But for the most part, when they weren't fussy, I give them a bath, or I'll let them stand in the shower and while I, you know, bathe them and stuff. But so I believe in both. Is mom back to her pre-baby weight? Definitely not. I'm far from it. I was itty bitty when I had my kids. I think the highest I weighed after I had my kids was 110, 115, somewhere around there. Yeah, we're not going to mention what I weigh now. That's why I'm on this weight loss journey, because I had lost it and I gained it back, and it's just, the struggle is real. So we're definitely not. College dreams. Do you expect your kids to go to college, or would you let them decide for themselves? I expect mine to go to college. I don't think that you can get anywhere on a McDonald's degree these days. And I'm not knocking McDonald's or any fast food or anything like that, but if you're trying to be in the corporate world or something like that, now, if you're successful at YouTube and it's something that you're planning on keeping up, then, you know, by all means do it. But me and my husband are the type of parents that once you turn 18, you got to go to college or you got to get your own place. It's time for mom and dad to have their own time. We did our time. It's time to move on. So I just dropped mine off in college, and hey, it's mommy and daddy time. So I do believe in college, and we let her decide what college she wanted to go to. We did not pick her college for her. She picked her college based on the colleges she had to choose from, the scholarship, who's going to give her a full ride, you know, what she had to pay out of pocket. So she chose her college, but she was always raised to know, and all my kids were raised to know, if you're going to live in our house, once you graduate, college is the next step. Finish this sentence. You know you're a mom when you... Okay. You know you're a mom when you're yelling for no reason, according to the kids. My child always, well, my girls always thought that I yelled for no reason. I was always fussing for no reason. So you know you're a mom when you're yelling for no reason. You know you're a mom when you're trying to fix their clothes and they're too old for you to be fixing their clothes, or they're old enough to fix their own food and you're still fixing their plates and pampering behind them. You know you're a mom when you do these things. I got a bad habit of it, just like when we went to drop my daughter off to college. I wanted to organize her closet the way I wanted to organize it, and she wanted to organize it the way she wanted to organize it. So it was one of those things. I'm looking at the closet and I'm like, I just want to get in there and get that closet. I could have had it done by now. You're going to wait and then it's never going to get done. And she kept saying, I'm going to organize it. I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. So I just have to, you know, sit back and let her do it. But there are times I want to get up. You know, I get up and I look in the closet and I'll say, Jay, you ain't done nothing with the closet. Can I organize it for you? So it's like, you know, you're a parent when you're always wanting to do something with them. You know you're a parent when you're always wanting to do something for your kids, but they can do it for themselves and you have to let them do that. So that is the end of the parenting tag questions. Please like, subscribe, share the video, and make sure that you check out the playlist with all the other girls' videos in the... I'll put it in the description box once I get it. But please check out their channels. It's going to be interesting and a lot of fun. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you again later. Bye.